Review on the Braun Ct2cc, basically Braun's Cooltec. Now basically I'll be doing a review about this shaver. You can look down below, and I've done reviews on the Braun 7 series, and I do compare it versus the Norelco. During that process I kind of cover that briefly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this camera around and kind of give you a point of view aspect. And so what you can do realistically is you can kind of watch this video. So if you want to just review the shaver, just watch the first part of the video. I'll do a review at the end, and I will kind of compare it to the Braun 7 series, but I'm going to leave all that up till the end for my full review towards the end, so you can view what you want. Let's get right into the shaver. Review on the Braun Ct2cc shaver. Well, that was kind of a mouthful. But anyway, here is basically the box that it comes in. It's actually not the size of my hand, it's actually smaller. So it's actually smaller than some other Brauns that you have. And yes, bam, it's new. Alright, so this is what it all kind of comes with right here. It does have a manual that's included that I'm not showing. But basically this is kind of what it comes with. So basically for people that are interested in that aren't buying this, it does come with a charging port if you're just buying the shaver itself, where you just connect that into a wall outlet and that'll charge for you. Basically you have the cleaning system right here. And here's the cord. It's not that bad, it's not that big. The Norelco still wins in that category, but anyway, let's focus on the shaver. And again, it's kind of rigid coming out. I mean, it really is. Alright, so here's the shaver. And basically what you have going on here is it's very simple. You have this button. Now notice when a teardrop comes on, it kind of needs to be cleaned, okay? It's indicating that it kind of needs to clean if that stays on. So now basically with the shaver, it does have the two foil heads. So this is kind of what you have, the two foil heads right here. And you have this middle bar, which is basically indicating the uplift technology, okay? So that middle bar is the uplift technology. And basically what that is saying is, Braun uses that as saying it should lift up your hairs more properly, okay? That's basically what it's indicating. Notice it does not have a pivoting head, okay? I'll get to that later. Now here's the trimmer. We all hate doing these trimmers, but here it is. Okay, the trimmer's not really that bad, okay? It's actually a pretty decent trimmer. Again, I'll go over that probably in my review. But basically that's it. You click it on, hear the sound. Okay? And if you want the Cooltec, hit that on, hit it off. I will have to say that this kind of gets cool fairly quick, okay? And it actually really does feel good. So people with sensitive skin, I can see why you're drawn into this. Okay, now let's get back to basically the shaver. So basically, if you insert this into the base, now what's going on? I don't have a cartridge in there. But basically, this is telling you you don't have a cartridge in there. Or your cartridge has 3 or fewer cycles left. So it has 3 or less cleans left into it. So that's what that means. Now pulling this out, again I'm doing this with one hand and it is kind of rigid. It's kind of really meant for traveling, and I can kind of see this, and this is kind of one of the more futuristic Brauns that are out there. And the fact that watch this, ready? See, nothing's going on now. Watch, hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You see that? You see that red light right there? It's locked. Okay? And that's basically so you don't mistakenly travel with it and stick it in here and hit some buttons and it automatically shaves itself. Now watch, to unlock it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, and then you're back. Okay, so that's kind of a cool feature of Braun, actually. So that's one that shouldn't be overlooked, that people should do on a review. Now this is all this really is of the shaver. Okay, so let's get right into this. Now this is actually in the back. Okay, to really lift this up, it's in the back. This is pretty simplistic. You have that light indicator right there. It's pretty simplistic, and you kind of hit it from the back. Now, I told you I didn't have one, but I actually do. So basically, you kind of would just stick that right in there, insert that, and basically in doing that, I'm going to have to move that right over there. You stick this right in here, okay? Now, the reason why I can't drop it is because honestly that's sealed. Okay, but that's all you do. So simply you insert it like that. And again, me even doing this was kind of a little bit rigid. And then basically you would swap it back down, and there you go. So that would be in there, hypothetically, and that's it. If you want to know what these fillers are like, and I should show you real quick, this is what they look like. Now, in my previous videos, when I say people are kind of scared to take this off, yeah, you just gotta rip this whole sucker off. Because some people pull up, and these ends will kind of, you're like, I don't know if I should. No, just rip that thing off, and just stick it in there. Okay. Again, Braun, this is alcohol based, and it kind of smells like a little bit like aftershave, a little bit. But realistically, that is the shaver really in itself. Now notice, like again, the Cooltec is right there in the middle. This is where the blue kind of comes in. And you do have the two foil heads. Note again, it does not pivot. This is it. And then notice again, you have that, here's a sound. And then basically, you know, it has that locking mechanism that I showed you. And basically, again, you get the Cooltec, you just simply hit that. So it's a simple thing, but it has a lot of little things to it, like that locking mechanism to lock the shaver. So that's kind of cool. Again, let's go over that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Look, it's locked. Look, see? Locked. 1, 2, 3. Right. Maybe it's a longer count, okay? But anyway, so that's the shaver in itself. That's kind of what it does. It's pretty simple. I've had a few shaves with this. The cord kind of goes in the back. Everything's pretty much centered in the back of this. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So basically, I'll give my take and my review.